Hey guys, it's your boy Mark Sanders back with another video here to give you my review of WWE Money in the Bank 2022. Also, happy 65th birthday to my second favorite wrestler of all time, Bret Hart. Love him so much. And the show got off the air like 7 minutes ago. And I'm here to give y'all my review of it. And once again, I know this has been an unfortunate thing lately because I don't have the network anymore, okay? So, I've been finding live streams for these pay-per-views, or premium live events, as WWE would call them, and just so I can get my reviews up. And once again, there are going to be much better reviews of this show out there. I did miss most of the show. I'm sorry, but I think I can give you guys a really good review of the last couple matches. I'll still say the results, you know? So, obviously, for a good amount of the first half of the show, I don't know how the matches actually were, really. But, anyway, let's get this show on the road. Opening match is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. In alphabetical order, we have Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans versus Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez, who, yes, is Raquel Gonzalez, versus Shotzi. Liv Morgan won this, which is so awesome. I really thought they were probably going to have Becky Lynch win that. I'm so happy that didn't happen. Because honestly, Becky Lynch is like the most overrated women's wrestler of all time. Honestly, I don't see. I don't get it, man. Anyway, we're not done with Liv Morgan though. We'll get back on to Liv Morgan later. Next match, we have Theory defending the WWE United States Championship against Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is your brand new WWE United States Champion. Awesome. Love Bobby Lashley. Hope he has a great reign. I wish he was still WWE Champion right now, if I'm being honest. But man, that's so awesome. He's US Champion again. And yeah. And next up, we have the WWE Raw Women's Championship match. We have Bianca Belair defending against Carmella. Wasn't this match originally supposed to happen at SummerSlam last year? Kind of. Until Becky Lynch came back. Anyway, Bianca Belair retained. Awesome. And now the next match, I got into the show at the next match. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Usos, consisting of Jey and Jimmy Uso, defending against the Street Profits, consisting of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. The feed was actually going fantastic. There was for quite a long time actually. There was no cuts or anything, no freezes, none of that. And by the way, just the flex, I did have this match at WrestleMania in my WWE 2K series flex. And the feed, even though it was great for the most part, it did cut out several times throughout the show. It was frustrating. But this match, it was in the middle of this match, so I don't think I can really review this match. It was in the middle of it, and it was so exciting. The crowd was super into it. Everyone online was praising the match. Everyone was like, match of the night, or at least match of the night so far. Anyway, the Usos retained. What a surprise. But, yeah. But yeah. And then we get a little, teaser thing, and it looks like it's for Edge. But when I was watching this, live, I was like, no! Piss off Wyatt! I don't want to see Bray Wyatt again. Holy shit. Oh, please don't be Bray Wyatt. And I don't think it actually is. After people pointed out Kurt Angle stuff and other stuff. Yeah. I was actually really happy when he got released last year. I don't know what y'all see in that motherfucker. Seriously. Anyway, next up we have the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match. Ronda Rousey defending against Natalya. And this was alright. I wasn't really paying attention to this match. I was going on Facebook and kind of going back on this match, It didn't really seem that interesting to me, honestly. I saw an ankle lock. Ronda Rousey seemed to have the armbar in for quite a while. in awkward positions before Natalya finally tapped out. And then, the way Ronda Rousey was going, I knew it. Just the look on, just the way Ronda Rousey was being, like she was all limpy and all that, I just had a feeling. Just pay attention to that. Like when a championship match ends and the champion who just retained or whoever won the match is acting all limpy even though they're happy they won and all that. That seems to be a sign for a cash-in. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. Liv Morgan comes out, cashes in Money in the Bank. Ronda Rousey countered her pretty good, you know. And then Liv got out of it, kicked her in the bad knee or something like that. And then Liv rolled up Ronda Rousey. 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan is SmackDown Women's Champion, y'all. And that's so awesome. Happy for Liv Morgan. She's such a fun wrestler, honestly. And for her to finally be like winning and all that is so awesome. So happy about that. And I've never seen this in a Money in the Bank situation when the champion who just got cashed in on is being like showing sportsmanship and all that. You know what I mean? After losing via cash-in. I've never seen that before. If I was cashed in on, I reckon a lot of us would be like, you motherfucker, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? But Ronda Rousey actually showed sportsmanship or sportswomanship. After Liv Morgan won the championship. That was cool. Congratulations to Liv Morgan. Hopefully she has a great reign. And you know what? Have you noticed that like Carmella is the only one to hold the women's Money in the Bank for more than 24 hours? I mean, let's see. Money in the Bank 2018. Who won that? Why am I forgetting who won the 2018 one? My mind says Becky Lynch, but I know it wasn't Becky Lynch. Oh yeah, it was Alexa Bliss. She cashed in the same night. Money in the Bank 2019. Bayley won that. Bayley cashed in the same night. Money in the Bank 2020. Asuka was awarded the championship the next night. And last year, 2021, Nikki Ash cashed in the next night. So, and now 2022, Liv Morgan cashes in the same night. I don't know why they keep doing this with the women's Money in the Bank. It would actually, I think we need to be aware of that trend now. Like, it would actually be surprising if the women's Money in the Bank lasts longer than the next episode of Raw. Honestly, at this point. But yeah. Anyway, main event time, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss versus Omos versus Riddle versus Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins versus Sheamus versus... I'm not going to say just yet. I was too busy saying all the names, sorry. Anyway, it was just everyone I mentioned in this match at the start. But then Adam Pearce comes out and says, you know, there's one more participant. Theory! Yes, Theory is in the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight, y'all. And I won't lie, when he came out to make an announcement, I really thought he was going to announce John Cena was going to be in this match. I was hoping that. I won't lie, I was quite sad. I was a little bit... That's happened too much at the same time, you know, like, I get my hopes up, oh my gosh, this is John Cena, and it's not. And that would be on me, but still. Anyway, I was still happy about Theory, because I'm a big fan of Theory. I was a fan of Theory long before it was cool, you know, just to be clear. Anyway, I wrote a bunch of notes for this match, so I think I'm going to give y'all a great review of this match. Drew McIntyre Claymore Omos at the start, and Sheamus and Drew McIntyre got Theory together, and you know that like fist punch thing at the apron that Sheamus always does? Him and Drew McIntyre were both taking turns doing that to Theory together, and then they were both, it was like a dick measuring contest, and then they went into a scuffle together. They fought for a bit, and my friend just sent me 3 photos. Can't wait to look at those when I've done my review. Drew Seth Rollins and Riddle fought for a bit. Seth Rollins was trying to set up the pedigree onto a ladder, but Riddle back body dropped him onto the same ladder. I was actually surprised by Madcap Moss's performance in this match. I was like, really, him? Why is he in this? And then he actually had a pretty good performance in this match, Madcap Moss. He really got my attention when he did stuff. Madcap, he tossed Sami Zayn onto a ladder. And I'll get back to him later. I'm pretty sure I wrote him again in my notes somewhere. And almost chokeslam Theory. Yeah, he did chokeslam Theory. And they did the spot when they cover like the big wrestler, the big threat, in a billion ladders. They did that to Omos. And then, oh yeah, here we go. Madcap Moss powerbombed Sami Zayn onto a ladder. That was cool. Sheamus tried to bro kick Riddle into a ladder, but Riddle actually countered that into that famous DDT that Randy Orton does from the ladder, though. Orton usually does that DDT from the ropes, but Riddle did it with the ladder. Not like on top of the ladder or anything, like just at the ground still, or in the ring. You know what I mean? But still with the ladder instead of the ring ropes. Riddle did a Bronco Salt from the top of the ladder to everyone involved. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people involved. That was a pretty awesome spot. I didn't see that spot like when it happened live. I saw that on the replay. Almost did a double chokeslam to Theory later in the match. Seth curb stomped Almost at the apron. That was a pretty cool spot. And then everyone basically picked up Almost and smashed him through the announce table. That was cool. Drew McIntyre looks like he's going to win Money in the Bank. But Butch, FKA Pete Dunne, comes in, jumps on Drew because he's Sheamus' boy. And then Drew gets out of it somehow. The feed cut off again here. Sheamus is about to win Money in the Bank, but for the second time. But Drew McIntyre powered out of the... Because Sheamus earlier was like trapped underneath the ladder rungs. And then later on, after Butch had interfered, Drew McIntyre was then in those ladder rungs. And he pushed freaking Sheamus off of that. That was dope. Then Riddle, I forgot who he did it to, but Riddle did the RKO off the top of the ladder to somebody. That was awesome. And now Riddle, looks like Riddle's going to win Money in the Bank. But Theory comes in, pushes Riddle off. Theory wins Money in the Bank. Holy shit. That was awesome. I mean, it was kind of obvious, let's be real, that Theory, whenever they like announce like, oh, a new participant, that new participant seems to be the definite winner most of the time. Theory wins Money in the Bank. I was so ecstatic. Can you imagine if it actually was John Cena, though, who I would have freaking be blown off the roof. This review probably would have been like my Money in the Bank review last year, when I was just going insane over John Cena's return. This whole review probably would have been like 8 minutes long, and it would have been just about hyping up to get to John Cena winning Money in the Bank. But Theory wins Money in the Bank. Cash in on Roman, motherfucker. Win the damn title. Please. Holy shit. Please, for the love of everything. That is so awesome, man. That is so awesome. Anyway, that's my review of WWE Money in the Bank 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm your boy Mark. Peace, love, and hugs, y'all. And I'm out.